we've gotten to a place now. This is a golf equipment podcast, so let's kind of bring it to
Sure.
golf equipment. So big now, you got a TaylorMade deal. How did that come together, and what does that mean for you guys, and what are you hoping to do in the future with them?
Yeah, well, for us, I mean, we're on camera playing golf. There's a lot of creatures out here in Arizona, but we're on camera playing golf all the time, and a lot of people are watching. So for us, it made sense that you got to use equipment to play golf, and it made sense that we should partner with somebody because people are asking all the time, what's in the bag? What are you guys going to do? What's in the bag video? What do you use in there? And we didn't really know much about it. I think the average golfer probably doesn't know a ton about equipment. There's definitely equipment junkies out there, and it's a little bit like golf, whereas once you become an equipment junkie, you kind of get the bug, I think, and you become obsessed with it.
Shout out to our listeners. That's all.
who all of them listening, exactly. They probably know. They probably weren't into that equipment for very long or for a lot of their lives, and then once you're into it, it's the only thing you can think about. So,
hooks you in.
yeah, right. So for us, it kind of started with that, and looking at different companies that we thought we could partner with that could support us, and we could support them and do good things for them. And TaylorMade was just kind of a no-brainer of a fit, like the types of guys and girls that they work with from a professional level. And just how far they've come with all of their equipment, with their drivers, their irons now, the new set of irons, P770s I rock. I used to rock AP2s for about 3 or 4 years, and
Classics.
They were, and I had heard good things before, and I didn't dislike them, but it never felt significantly different, and I was like, yeah, they're great, like they're fine, whatever. And the P770s that I got are the first noticeably different irons for me, where I just feel like the ball, the way it comes off, they look, they look like I'm a real player when you look down at it, which is kind of that confident, like, oh man, I'm using like a little bit of a bladey club here, but they've got some forgiveness to them, which I need. I'm not a great iron player, and when you do hit them well, they hang in the air a little bit longer, come in a little bit softer. So like things like that I notice again as a 5-6 handicap, who kind of slaps it around, that I'm like, oh, okay. And the Sim 2, which they obviously came out with at the beginning of this year, and it's a good sign when all their players put it in the bag right away. Which they all did pretty much. So yeah, it's been cool to have a company like that behind us. It's been cool to go to the Kingdom and get dialed in and see what goes into it. And
did you do a full fitting at the
full
Kingdom?
fitting at the Kingdom? And it's
heaven there.
It's heaven. It is. They give you it's Disneyland for golfers, like walking
Exactly
into that
right.
place.
Yeah.
But it is stunning that they can, you cannot change your golf swing at all, and you can take 3 or 4 swings with a certain shaft or a certain club head, and you can hit a little bit of a snipey hook that's not really hanging in the air, and they're like, no, don't change your swing at all, and they'll tweak the shaft and and then you're just hitting like a beautiful high cut, and it's like how did you know to change those things in particular, but the fact that technology has come that long, that far, and equipment's come that far, it's just stunning to see. And you look at the numbers like, yeah, no, you just needed a different shaft, and you needed to, kind of change your lie angle because you're coming in, and the fact that they can actually do that, and you just see the golf ball, right? It's one thing if somebody tells you on a simulator and everybody's like, oh, they're juicing the numbers, whatever.
Yeah.
You go watch a ball fly at the Kingdom, and you're like, no, that golf ball is just flying a different way, and it's flying closer to the ideal way, and it's very, very cool. It's easy to get caught up in.